6 December ball.
Wow. Ajinkya, the
Okay.
astrotician.
I didn't get
Yeah, so
what you.
looks like we are live. Let's see if it
I think
shows
you
up
are
on
an
YouTube.
astrologer plus statistician, so astrotician.
So yeah, today it's all very experimental. I'm just trying out stuff. Let's see how this stream goes, and basis that we can move ahead. So let me see if I'm live or not, if it's showing up or not. Anyone got any notifications or anything? Because I'm just checking on another tab. Yeah, it looks like it's live. Okay. So how will I
I got
access
a
the
mail.
live chat?
No.
I received mail that Cricket with
Mhm.
Samkar is live now. And
Yeah,
notification
I
also.
can see the live. Yeah, okay. So the chat is also here. Yeah, it's live. Yeah. So request to all of you, don't open your YouTube, because otherwise then you'll be able to see the live chat, and someone may enter answers there. So let's just stay on this tab and see how it goes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, before we start this, I think let's just go through all of our World Cup memories. So let's go one by one. Which was your first memory? I think I'm sure there have been so many questions like this on Twitter that you have been answering. So let's just go through your own World Cup journey. Which was the first World Cup that you saw? Which was the first World Cup that you saw fully? And which was the one World Cup that you did not see at all, or anything like that? And your favorite World Cup memories? Okay, so let's start with Surya.
I remember that in 2003 there were bits and pieces when my parents were watching, and there used to be that mascot. Every time there was a boundary or a six that was scored, you'd see
Yeah,
that
yeah,
animation
yeah.
come up in between. I think
Wow.
Abhishek's got his own mascot today. And yeah, so he'd signal a boundary. I think that was something, as a 6-year-old, that was something that really stuck with me. But I really don't. Whatever I know of that World Cup, it's only because of watching highlights or reading about it. So my first actual World Cup which I followed seriously was 2007. Not a very fond one, as an Indian supporter, but or in terms of timings. But yeah, that was something that I started following quite keenly. And yeah, my most favorite one, I think, unsurprisingly, was 2011. This everything about 2011 was quite. It was just quite pleasant and nice. Right from, it's not just the cricket or the fact that India had such a good campaign, but right from the advertisements, the buzz, chatting with
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your schoolmates every day, and just discussing the World Cup, cutting out newspaper, schedules in the newspaper and keeping a note of it. So I mean, a lot of fond memories from 2011.
So you saw all the matches of 2011 World Cup, like at least 90%.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't say I saw every game, but I definitely followed each and every game as much as I could, and because it coincided with exams. But thankfully, it ended right before India's quarterfinal against Australia. So the quarter semis and the finals, I didn't miss the best part about it.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. What about you, Ajinkya?
The first World Cup I saw was 1999 in England, and initial first two matches were sort of the matches that India should have won, but narrowly missed out. So after that two matches, everything, the discussions on channels as well as among the people used to be that India won't qualify now because winning three games in a
Mm-hmm.
row will be a difficult task. But first, India managed to beat Kenya, then they beat Sri Lanka, and in both those matches, Rahul Dravid got 100 with 100 each from Tendulkar and Ganguly. And the
Yes.
third one is special or memorable for me because I was traveling during the second day of England game, and at every bus stand, when the bus would stop, when the new passenger used to come, I was around 8 years old, and I used to ask the passenger what was the updates of the match, or how many wickets have England lost. And at one station, when I came to know that India had won, so I was very happy at that time. Then after Super Six, that World Cup was a bit boring because first match we lost to Australia, and barring that Pakistan match, it was not much to like. But South African team was favorite for that World Cup and wanted them to win. But Lance Klusner and Alan Donald mix-up resulted in that tie. But the overall favorite World Cup would always be 2003. There are a lot of memories
Yeah,
related to it.
definitely. And what about you, Abhishek?
So my first World Cup was 1996. So I still remember the first match which happened yesterday. Both same teams met in that World Cup
Correct.
also, and Nathan
With more crowd.
Estel scored 100. All of you already knew about that backstory of Nathan Estel and Pani Puri guy, Bharat Shah, and the awful fielding by England team. I still remember Graham Thorpe.
Wow.
I think he misfilled, I think, 3 to 4 catches at least in slip. So 96 World Cup, I not all the games, but yeah, I remember all memorable ones, including that public outrage in semi-final with 98
Correct.
from 1 to 120 to 8, and calmly crying and all. Then De Silva masterclass in both games. In 99 World
Right.
Cup, as Ajinkya mentioned, so I just with Ajinkya memory that India-England game. So I think it was happened on 29th May, first day, and second was 30th May, 30th May, and in between Zimbabwe beat South Africa.
Yeah,
The lesson which
understand.
changed the entire complexion of the tournament, and England just got knocked out. So and then in the same way that 4th of June was my birthday, so the most memorable birthday till date when McGrath just cleaned dismissed Sachin on duck, and Australia just bulldozed India. And then 99, 2003 and 2007 it was like a dream run for me. So till 2011 when Pakistan stopped us, our juggernaut. So and 2011 was my unlike I'm the exception. That was my least memorable World Cup for two reasons. One, Australia couldn't did well, and second, it was my I was in college, so most of the time I didn't able to watch games. I just used to go here and there. In 2015, also I somehow able to manage to watch in my office conference room projector that final. I convinced the staff, and 2019 also, yeah. Till the time I got married, so me and my wife watched the all-time classic, which I think before that South Africa Australia match was ATG. Then this one was just beyond everything. Even reality is better than fiction, just proved with that England New Zealand game. And but
Right.
again, I like to mention this across all the World Cups which I have watched, and even I have read about previous one. This World Cup, I think, should be the most competitive one.
Correct. Yeah. Looks like that way. Because even Netherlands
Cannot-
pushed Pakistan to
Yes, yeah, correct. You can never write off, and nobody can assume that easy game against any team.
Correct. Yeah, so even I
What
was
about you?
5 years old when, yeah. So even I was 5 years old when 1996 World Cup happened, but strangely I have no memories at all of it. Like I just remember reading in some magazine that one of the Sri Lankan openers hammered India or something. But yeah, and 1999 World Cup, I remember watching that Dravid and Ganguly partnership at my neighbor's house because at that time we did not have a TV, and then we brought it later. So 2003 World Cup was the first one that I saw as fully a cricket enthusiast child who was following everything, and I followed it in very well. It still remains my most favorite World Cup. Yeah, despite the ending, as an Indian fan, it still remains my most favorite World Cup just for the journey that the Indian team had. Because we had a slow start against Netherlands, then we lost to Australia, and then we came back. Nehra's 6-wicket haul, Sachin's 6 of Caddick, and then we beat all the teams in the way to move to the final. And even in the final, we felt like we could defeat Australia. There was this feeling that yeah, we can defeat Australia tomorrow. If things go our way, we can definitely win the World Cup. But it was not to be. And even 2007 World Cup I liked quite a lot because I was in 11th standard at that time, and so there was no pressure of college at all, and I could watch every game till 4:30 a.m. So that was one of the World Cups that I followed from start to the end. 2011 again, my engineering coincided with that, so I couldn't watch it fully. 2015 I was working at that time in a chemical company, so we were not allowed mobile phones inside, so we had to follow on office laptops, and you could just follow the scores on Cricinfo and Crickbuzz. We could not watch coverage, so I missed it a lot. In fact, I don't have many memories of the 2015 World Cup. And then 2019 World Cup I covered it as a cricket writer, so yeah, that is very fresh memory. And in 2019 I had a dream that by the time 2023 comes, I'll be covering games from the stadium, but here we are. Okay,
All in good time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Okay, so yeah, wow, we have our first comment, so let's try answering this one, and then we can go to our quiz. So Sunny Sharma is asking, what do you think of tomorrow's games, South Africa versus Sri Lanka and Bangladesh versus Afghanistan? Who are your players to watch out for? So what do you guys think? How should both games? How will both the games shape up? Bangladesh versus Afghanistan.
I think Bangladesh
are rivals
there because only just, but because of the fact that they're playing in Dharamshala, you should get a good. You should get generally good cricket with good bounce and pace. And Bangladesh have the fast bowlers to be able to take advantage of that. So I think that's where Bangladesh hold an edge. South Africa, Sri Lanka, it's in Delhi. Delhi, you think might offer a bit of spin, but it's also the first game of the tournament, so you never know. It might still be a decent wicket for all you know. So on paper, definitely South Africa have a better balanced outfit. So I'm backing South Africa.
And Sri Lanka is missing two of their players. Yeah, the
if they were at their full strength, it would have been very close.
Hasaranga is not there.
Hasaranga is missing complete tournament, but tomorrow's game.
South Africa middle order is
it's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. I think Klaasen on that ground in Delhi, short boundaries.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun to watch. Yeah, Miller as well.
Are you guys able to see the comments here? No, na?
No.
Yeah, okay. No. They are only visible to me. Okay, great. Okay. So yeah, let's start with the quiz. We're already.
I can see the comment. We need to click on the comment tab.
Okay. Acha. Okay.
By default, it was a private chat. Now I have clicked on. Now I can see. Habil Ahmed, good that mean with more spin is not a decent wicket.
Okay.
Okay, so let me check if I can disable these settings.
But it's good now. We don't need to look around.
Yeah, it's anyways delayed. I mean, the live stream is running 10 to 15 seconds behind.
Soorya, for you, that Mr. Habil asked very.
Yes, that's a friend and colleague.
Nice to have all the banter going.
Absolutely.
Okay, at least at this point in time, I don't know how to hide these comments. So let's just continue and see how it goes. So I'll just request all of you to not look at comments.
Did not know it.
So I'll just give you a brief about what we are going to do today. Do you guys know Sporkle quiz, where we have to type entries and let's say there are top 10 players in the World Cup. Yeah. So Ajinkya and Soorya know basically. Abhishek, I'll just tell you this will be a top 30 of a list. I'll share a list with all of you, and you guys have to guess all the players one by one. Okay. And then
So
even if you guess it right.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. So there'll be a time limit.
On,
with the timer on. So we'll be ending in time. No worries about delaying the quiz.
Okay.
So we have 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So there'll be two quizzes. Of 15 minutes each. We'll start with the easier one, and then we'll progress towards the difficult one. We will decide our order first, and for the second quiz the order will be reversed. Okay, and so we'll have a toss in our own way, and once our order is decided, then whatever the order is, in the same order you guys can take names one by one, and I'll type it here. Okay, so that Sporkle quiz is open in my tab. You have to tell me the name. I'll type the name here. If it is correct, you get 1 point. If it is not correct, you get 0 points, and the question part and the next player will take turn.
Same for everyone, or how?
Yeah, list will be same for everyone. It will be visible to everyone at all times. So when it's your turn, you will take one name which you think will fit in. It doesn't have to be in the sequence. You can take 30th name. You can take
complete the list.
Yeah. We will together complete the list. Correct.
And generally, the Sporkle quiz is such that if it is answer is Sharma, then all the Sharma
right.
So how is it in this case?
Yeah. So what we'll do is, if any name is repeated, okay, let's say some batsman is repeated. So then, if let's say you say Sachin Tendulkar and it appears twice, okay, so then you'll get only 1 point for it.
Okay.
You won't get 2 points for it. And so, just to avoid this thing that you said about common surnames, let's stick to having the first name and the last name. So whenever you are giving an answer, give the first name and the last name. So I'll type both. Okay. To make it easier, I may type the last name, but when you are answering, and we have ample time. I don't think the first quiz will take a lot of time. So we can also share our anecdotes and memories around those things, so that we'll also refresh our memories around the World Cup. Okay.
And how will be the scores maintained? Means if someone misses...
I'm maintaining the scores manually.
Okay.
And I will also request Niket to maintain the score manually. He's also with us in the backstage. And if any of you guys are keeping scores, then please do. So it's a simple system. For one name, you all get 1 point, no matter how many times it appears.
Okay.
So let's start and let's see how it goes. Sorry?
Nothing. I said there will be no DLS.
Yeah, no DLS, no DRS, anything. Okay. So let's do our toss first, and then we will go, and then I'll open the quiz tab. Okay. So this is like we did in the finals. I'll ask you a question whose answer is a number, and whoever is closest to that number will get to go first, and then we'll go clockwise from there, or whatever the alphabetical order is from there, we'll go in that manner. So if Abhishek is first, then there'll be Ajinkya and Soorya. If Soorya is first, then there'll be Abhishek and Ajinkya, and so on.
Okay.
And if Ajinkya is there, then Ajinkya, Soorya, and Abhishek. Okay. So this time I don't want you to type. You can just say out loud.
Okay.
So your question is, you have to guess the number of balls played by Sachin Tendulkar in World Cup.
2,200.
2,600.
2,200 is Soorya's guess.
2,600.
Abhishek, your guess is?
2,500.
2,500 is Abhishek, so it's very close. Yeah, so the answer is 2,560. So that means Ajinkya is the closest with 2,600. Yeah, so Ajinkya is the closest. So our order will be Ajinkya, then Soorya, and then Abhishek. Yeah, I don't think it will make a lot of difference, but yeah, I think this time it's more important than it was in the finals. Okay, so let's move into our layout. Yeah, let's see if there are any other comments. Okay, so let me add the sheet. Oh, I also wanted to invite a special guest. Let's see if he's free. Wait, I'll just go to small tab and then we'll start. So I'll ask this special guest to appear. Let's see if he's free. It's not any cricketer, so don't have too high expectations. Join if possible. Yeah, so our first quiz for the day is highest individual scores in World Cup. So we have 30 highest individual scores. Okay. So the first column is number of runs that is scored. Second column is what you have to guess the batter's name, and then as a hint we also have the team that they played for and the year in which they scored. So these are all World Cup innings. These are the top 30 highest scores in World Cup. Okay.
We have to guess just batter's name.
Yeah, you just have to give me name of the batter. So I'll just set the order correct. Ajinkya, Ajinkya, Soorya, Abhishek. Okay, so we have 15 minutes for this, and I think it should be more than enough. So feel free to share any stories that you have, or any facts, or any data you might want to share along with that innings. I'm sure there will be many favorite innings included in this from all of us. Yeah. Okay. So you have to tell me the full name once we start, and then I'll start typing here. So I'm starting the quiz now. Yeah. So yeah, the timer is on. Ajinkya, you can start.
First one is Martin Guptill.
That's correct. Martin Guptill. Ajinkya starts with the highest score. Soorya.
The second one is Chris Gayle.
That's correct. The first ever ODI double century in World Cup.
And that is the highest partnership in ODIs too between him and Marlon Samuels.
Okay. Yeah.
372
but
runs.
right. 372. And the second one is also by West Indies, right? Those openers, Campbell and
Shea Hope and John Campbell.
So one crazy coincidence about Gale's innings is it was also scored on the same day as that of Sachin's double century. Did you guys know that?
Yes.
24th February.
Rings a bell now.
I remember sharing about it in the office that day.
5 years apart.
Yeah, wonderful coincidence.
And I remember Shane Warne said this. Gale was having a very quiet World Cup, and that morning, I think this game was in Canberra, if I'm not wrong. And Warne in the pre-match show said, "It's all it's Gale's the sleeping giant. He's got to wake up soon, or or either that, or he said that today might be his day." And well, I don't exactly remember that, but yeah, 215.
Nice.
He was having a very quiet World Cup, and he backed it up at 215.
Right. So Abhishek, take your favorite pick. Okay. Go on, Ajinkya.
I remember a meme that came that time that the players scoring double centuries were Indian, and then fourth one was West Indian.
Right. Nice. Okay. Let's go with Abhishek. Abhishek, what's your pick?
Yeah, no, I will go with sequence only. That third one is Gary Kirsten.
Yes, it is Gary Kirsten.
So he scored in the same match where a few days back I just posted a memorable event of Alan Donald bowling a bounce to the captain of UAE.
Right. And Abhishek has done a wonderful thread about it.
If I remember correctly, Gary Kirsten was not aware or something like that about highest score at that time of Viv Richards, 189.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. So you guys will be surprised to see that there's a question about this very thing in our next episode that you'll see on Monday. I'm sure you guys will like it. Okay.
Something about South Africa and not knowing the calculation in the World Cup. Unfortunately,
wow,
I love the South African team, but it just struck me now.
Same thing is replicated by South African-born Jonathan Trott when he's coach of Afghanistan.
Oh yes.
Oh, correct. Nice.
Yes,
wow.
Absolutely.
Quite a coincidence. Okay, let's move on. Let's go back to Ajinkya. Ajinkya, your pick.
Sourav Ganguly's knock at Taunton.
Yes. At 183. Yes, it is. Ganguly, 183. A wonderful knock along with Rahul Dravid. Okay. Soorya?
Sir Vivian Isaac Alexander Richards. Probably, arguably the most feared batter on the planet, I suppose, from all the stories that I've heard and whatever I've seen.
Yes.
In terms of the highlights reels.
Yeah. 1987, Vivian Richards. Okay. So let's move on to Abhishek.
Yeah, so David Warner. Isn't it? And I would like to add one my memory with that Saurav Ganguly score. Not related to Saurav Ganguly actually. In the same game, Robin Singh took 5 wickets, and personally, I felt that he was one of the most unlucky cricketer because in one game he scored 100. That game was washed out against Lanka. In one game, he came at first down. He scored 82 in Independence Cup final. Ganguly scored 100, and Kanetkar took the limelight. And in this game also, he took a fifer, but nobody remembers it.
Robin Singh has 2 fifers, I think.
Yeah, not sure,
Yes,
but
one
and
against
in that game when
South
he
Africa.
scored 100, in that game when he scored 100, he took a couple of, I think, 2 to 3 wickets also. But unfortunately, that
Okay.
game was washed out.
Wow. Oh, and that was his only 100, right? He scored only 100
Yes.
in ODI cricket.
Yeah, he
Robin
won only
Singh.
one.
Oh, very unfortunate.
Among Badani both have 100 as highest score.
Okay. So David Warner appears twice as he scored 166 in 2019. So that's one more entry eliminated. We move on to Ajinkya.
So it will give
The
me 2
next one
points.
is Kapil Dev.
No, 1 point only. Yeah, it's just epic. We come to that epic 175 not out by Kapil Dev. What an innings, huh? Sad that we don't have highlights of that.
Real pity that we don't have the highlights of that.
Ranveer
Wow.
Singh
So which one do you have at first, Abhishek?
Obviously, Viv Richards 189.
Oh, okay.
No, you apply any parameter, any emotions, anything. These 2 innings will come out on top.
Yeah. He also played a very. It was a very. He alone took his team to
Yeah,
the score. Right?
single-handed.
There were some.
Team total score was 272.
Yeah,
He scored
272
He
and he
scored
scored 189.
in which for last wicket
Crazy,
he scored
crazy.
106.
Yeah, right. Crazy innings, crazy batsman. So yeah, well done, Ajinkya. Soorya, which would be your next pick?
Fitting you said crazy innings and crazy batter because the next one also personifies that notion. Virendra Sehwag in 2011.
Yeah. So this was in the first match of that World Cup, right? Against Bangladesh.
Yeah, yes, the very
179.
first match, and of course, I think since that game, for a good number of games, the first ball of the innings would be driven to the fence. The Sehwag would start the innings with a boundary. So
Right. And quite a coincidence that 175 scored by 3 Indian batsmen only in ODIs. Sachin,
Yes.
Ganguly and
Sachin
Sehwag.
Sehwag and
Sorry, Sachin, Kapil and Sehwag.
yeah.
And 183 too by 3 Indian batsmen.
Yes. Okay, so we are running out of time. We have only 8 minutes left, so let's hurry up slightly. Abhishek, what would be your next pick?
Craig Wishart.
Yes, Craig Wishart scored that 172 not out for Zimbabwe. Okay, let's move on to Ajinkya.
Glenn Turner.
Perfect answer. Glenn Turner of
Batsman
New
with the
Zealand scored.
highest average ever.
Yeah, it seems like
And
I'm guessing.
I think he scored 2 centuries in that opening
2
World Cup,
centuries
and he
in-
was
yeah.
batting in his own league.
Yeah,
And still,
totally.
none of the New Zealand batters have scored more than 200 in World Cup.
Wow, crazy.
Maybe I'll stick my neck out and say Devon Conway will end that this time. He got one
Williamson
already.
also
maybe.
on tie actually.
Okay.
Oh yes, he got 2 in 2019. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Not 200, but total 200 he got.
Oh, totally 2. Yeah.
Okay. So we are done with the first column. Surya, what will be your next pick?
Yeah, I'm getting all the crazy batters. So here's one more: AB de Villiers against West Indies. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was just unbelievable. No.
Unbelievable.
Holder.
It was-
five
I was
wickets.
my-
Feels
I
bad
was my
for
12th
Jason
grade.
Holder.
I was in my 12th grade at that time, and I think it was a study holiday. But whenever I saw the score in between, I just said, forget it. I cannot miss this, and I just shut my book aside and I watched.
Okay.
I just watched the master on display.
Okay, Abhishek, what would be your next pick?
Andrew Hudson
Wow.
Mm.
What
in
an
the
entry
same
to
World
give.
Cup when Gary Kirsten scored.
Yes, Andrew Hudson.
So,
Yeah, back to Ajinkya.
Is it okay if order is not followed?
Sorry?
Yes,
Is it
yes, yes.
okay if order is not followed? Yes, okay.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. You can say any innings.
158 is by Andrew Strauss, 2011.
Perfect. That epic Bangalore tied game.
160
Incredible
is
knock.
by Imran Nazir. It was Inzamam Ulaq's last game.
160, Pakistan.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe.
Yes, Imran Nazir it is. Abhishek.
158, Matthew Hayden.
Wow. Yes. So both the openers, England and Australia, scored 158. Matthew Hayden got that 158. So we are back to Ajinkya and we have 5 minutes left. Let's see if I can add this time or something. Yeah, Ajinkya.
I will go with 152, Sachin Tendulkar, Namibia.
Wow. So that was Tendulkar's only century in that World Cup, which seems a crazy fact because he scored 6 half centuries and got only 1 century.
156 is Kyle Coetzer of Scotland.
Yes, wonderful answer. Kyle Coetzer of Scotland. Back to Abhishek.
So, 149, one of my most favorite innings, Adam Gilchrist.
Yes, had to be the squash ball innings by Adam Gilchrist in the World Cup final.
Did not know what the squash sports was at that time. Just knew about squash ball. Nowadays, with lot of telecast about of Asian games and other games, we get to see a lot more sports. But in those days, it was only on DD Sports, and they would show just 2 or 3 events during the day.
Yeah, so you want to take your next pick? We are down to 20 out of 30, last 10 names remaining. Let's do this.
148, Jason Roy.
153 actually.
Okay, so your entry is anyways Jason Roy, right? Yeah, so 153 is for Jason Roy.
Okay. But
So we just need names.
Was it my turn?
Yeah, it was your turn.
Yeah, it was your turn only.
It was your turn.
No, I just
Abhishek
calculated
Gilchrist,
21
so it was
names,
back to-
and I thought.
No,
Yeah.
because there are few names up there twice, no? AB de Villiers and David Warner.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Soorya now.
143 not out, Andrew Simons against Pakistan.
Yes, an epic knock.
Epic inning, yes.
Abhishek's favorite, I'm sure. Abhishek, your next pick.
So
There's
again,
still one Australian
underrated-
entry remaining.
No, I will go with an Indian for a change, Rahul Dravid.
Yes,
145.
correct. Played against Sri Lanka. Another epic game at Taunton. So we're back to Ajinkya and we have 7 names to go.
Is that 161 not out by Tilakratne Dilshan?
Dilshan is your guess. Let's check. Yes, Dilshan also appears twice, so we are left with 5 names now. Soorya?
Yeah, the 159 was by Hashim Amla.
Shima Amla is your guess. That is correct. 4 names to go.
I will complete the Aussie set by Aaron Finch, 153.
Aaron Finch, 153. Yes, correct. And last 3 names. 2 minutes left. Ajinkya, which innings do you want to reveal?
Mm. 148 on Morgan.
148 by Owen Morgan against Afghanistan, smashing 16 sixes. That is correct.
148, Kane Williamson.
Yes, Mr. Williamson. So last name remaining
145,
from the
Arvinda
list.
De Silva.
Yes, so AB de Villiers followed by Arvinda De Silva. And we got 100%, 30 out of 30. Wow, and look how it worked out. Everyone got 9 correct. So in the end, there were 27 names. And luckily, Got 9 correct. Yeah. So now that we are done, we can check. We can discuss more
How
about
you
any
have
of these
created
knocks.
this?
So you have to go on Sparkle and you have to add all the names, and they have. It's not that complicated, but you have to work out from Excel and all stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
But in Wisdom, when I tried, so each name there are 5 ads in between popped up. So
Yeah. And after creating, can we post them at
Yeah, you
some
can post them
website
from your
or
social media and everything.
no? But where is the location? Where does it get created? At the because Sporkle
It's on the
quiz is
website only, Sparkle website.
okay. And do we
So if
need
you
a
go to
login?
Sparkle, you have to log in and you have to create a quiz, and then you can create n number of quizzes.
Okay. Should try it.
Yeah, it's lovely. And yeah, I myself might do many more such formats with many lists. This is really fun to play with. Okay, so do you guys want to discuss any special innings out of these or anything, or should we move on?
I think we can move on, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
lot
we
of
have touched
great
upon
knocks in
many
this. I think
of innings.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Stop sharing. So now we'll reverse the order. So even in this one, it didn't matter what was the order because everyone got all the correct.
it's a tougher one. So obviously, ऐसी situation में मैं आगे आ जाता.
Yeah. We are just here to revive all the memories. Nothing. There's no win or lose in this. We're just hang up. Yes. So of course we discussed batters. So why not discuss bowlers now?
Bowlers.
So same format, same things. It's just this time that it is best bowling figures in ODI World Cup. So we have top 30 bowling figures.
Only 5 hits only.
I can imagine Abhishek recalling a lot of these figures right now.
Okay, I hope you guys can see it clearly.
Ads are coming now.
Yeah. That I can't do
Yes,
anything about.
Telugu.
I tried ad blocker, but it's not working.
Scam 2003 when
Scam.
the first two options of 2003 World Cup.
Wait, I'll try to zoom it even more. No, it's going out of the screen.
For us, it's okay. You can scroll it right and left.
I think this is all right, eh?
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, this is all right.
Okay.
Shall I start?
So yeah, let's start. Let me start the timer.
First one
Yes, the timer is on. Let's go, Abhishek. Yes.
7
Best
overs.
bowling figures in World Cup. That was, and Magra appears twice. So we are left with 28 names. It was against Namibia and one great spell.
Do you know one interesting thing about this match?
Yeah, go.
That Namibia total was less than
56.
3 individual scores of Australia.
Right. Yeah. I just read that somewhere.
It was
Recently.
in the very long time, that biggest win margin, 256 runs.
It's pretty similar to how Matthew Hayden once outscored Pakistan in both innings of a test match.
Yeah, I still
in
remember the
UAE.
heading.
Yeah.
Hayden 119, Pakistan 1112.
Yes.
And a
Nice.
similar thing
Okay.
happened in Nepal versus
Mongolia.
match. Yes, 3 players scored more runs than the total Mongolian innings in T20s.
Correct. Okay, let's move on to Soorya now.
Yeah. Andy Beckel 7 for 20 against England in 2003.
Very nice.
An
game.
unforgettable spell
Yes.
for everyone who watched it. Crazy how
Andy-
Andy Bickle just came out of
It was
nowhere.
Andy Bickle actually who stopped McGrath in previous match by creating world record. He picked remaining wickets.
Nice.
Chaminda was got 8 wickets by then, or was it in 2004?
No, Chaminda was got in 2000 itself.
Okay.
Okay, so
Don't
it's Ajinkya's
exactly.
turn now.
7 for 33 is Team Saudi.
7 for 33, Team Saudi. That's correct.
My memory from that game is Brendan McCullum's innings. I think 18 ball half century, if I'm not wrong.
He
And
was
one more.
I think that
We
game has played a very pivotal role in creating that Morgan era after
true.
that
Yeah.
World Cup.
I think it's fair to say that. And I remember that New Zealand had about 10 or 12 runs to get, and they went off for their innings break, or rather their dinner break, and
Yeah.
then they came back and scored those runs.
okay. So we are back to Abhishek now.
So the next one is the first time when any bowler took the 7 for Winston Davis.
Brilliant answer.
I don't.
Okay, do you want to share anything about that?
I will share our next one actually. Next one is
Okay,
very
okay.
close.
Yeah, we can also discuss it later, huh? Because our timer is running up.
Yeah.
Go on, Surya.
Yeah, the man who just made Australia's 11 for the semi-final, and just like that became the leading
Final.
wicket taker, Gary Gilmore.
Yes, Gary Gilmore.
To me, this performance is the by far the greatest individual performance in ODI.
Right. Because he also
Given the
scored
situation. He scored 28 runs
in that
when
match.
total chaseable 93 only.
Correct. Yeah.
And you look, if you
Sure.
saw the video, no, there was a catch that took Rodney Marsh. He took almost
It was a great catch.
on behalf of flip of Ian
Yeah.
Chappell.
I was just seeing those videos
So
yesterday.
Ian Chappell
Wonderful.
then said to him by typical in Aussie accent that, buddy, the catches which comes on my right side for me, not for you.
Fine. Yeah. So Ajinkya, you're up next.
Ashish Nehra, that famous spell.
I think nobody can forget that spell.
Wow, no one can forget that. Yes.
You remember
Crazy
his,
spell.
eating
Into the
banana
spell.
in between his spell.
Yeah. And that run out by Mohammad Kaif of Nick Knight, man. That night was something special. And
Ashish
Nehra was
hitting a
touching
bun.
150.
Yes.
I think Nehra is an incredibly underrated white ball bowler.
So, I will share one my personal memory with this match. In that match, India when India was batting in last over, we are sitting. So my elder brother predicted India will not score more than 250, and India by 49.2 overs, India already scored 250. So we were ridiculing him, and last 4 balls, 4 wickets. India
wow.
lost and didn't added a single run.
Oh wow.
Okay. So
That
we
Dinesh
just
Mongia
have
knock
10
in that
minutes
match was-
remaining now.
Yeah. So next
So yeah,
one is
let's just
Shane
speed up
Bond.
and yeah, we can discuss it later.
Shane
Yeah,
Bond.
okay. So
the
Abhishek
second,
has
my
an
second
answer ready
favorite
for
bowler.
us. Yes, Shane Bond in the same World Cup took 6 for 23, exact same figures. What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Surya?
And I'll go for 6 for 27. Kimar Roach for West Indies. It was against Netherlands, if I'm not wrong. He got a hat trick as well.
He also got a hat trick in that. Yeah, correct. It
And
was
then-
also in Delhi, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it was in Delhi.
Okay, Ajinkya, you're up next.
Mm, Five for 27. Is it Robin Singh?
5 for
31
27.
5 for
Robin
31.
Singh.
He was.
Let's
5 for
check.
27 Venkatesh Prasad actually.
No, there's no Robin Singh. We move on to
Yeah, it was
Abhishek.
31
Abhishek, do you
for
want to
5.
take that?
I can
31
commit it.
for
I will
5.
want to complete. I want to complete
No,
the first.
it's not in that list.
Yeah, I know it's not in the list. I want to complete the first row. The 24 was Chaminda was.
Chaminda Was. Yes, that's correct. Surya?
Yeah, I said. Okay, I'll complete the first row. Yeah, Mitchell Stark,
Yeah.
another freakish spell.
Yes, what a
That
crazy
game was,
match that was. And
something.
Stark has 2 5-wicket hauls, so he fills us another entry for us. Okay, back to Ajinkya. Ajinkya, do you want to try any other spell?
I don't exactly remember the number of runs conceded, so we'll have to just guess Trent Bolt.
Bolt is your
Somehow it will
answer,
appear.
and yes, he appears there. 27 for 5.
The same match.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay, so we are back to Abhishek.
Yeah, so 35 for 6, Shaheen Afridi.
Shaheen Shah Afridi. Oh, sorry, I have written Shin. Shaheen Afridi. Yes, he's there on the list. Soorya.
Yeah, 6 for 38 is Lassit Malinga. When he took a hat trick, and if I'm not wrong, it was the very next day after Kimar Roach took a hat trick.
Yes, Malinga is there on the list. Correct. Ajinkya, we are back to you.
5 for 27, Venkatesh Prasad.
Yes, India Pakistan. Venkatesh Prasad 5 for 27. 1999 World Cup.
You must have known this trivia that all 10 wickets took by Karnataka bowlers only in this game.
Oh, that's interesting. No, I did not know that.
Srinath Kumble
Very
and
interesting.
Venkatesh Prasad.
Wow, brilliant.
During
Okay,
Titan
so we are
Cup,
back.
7 Karnataka players played in the 11.
Okay. Yeah, Abhishek, go on.
Yep. So I will go with a peculiar name, Shaukat Dukanwala. UAE, 29 for 5.
Did you do a thread about this also? I remember seeing this name somewhere.
Not so far. He was born in Bombay.
And had a shop.
And he took 6 wickets total in his career, including 1 5.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Great trivia. Okay. Soorya, you're up next. 6 minutes to go and 13 names remaining.
Shahid Afridi, 5 for 16. If I'm not wrong, 5 for 23 is also his.
Yes, 5 for 16, 5 for 23. Pakistan 2011 World Cup. Shahid Afridi. Okay, twice on this list. So we are left with 11 names only. Ajinkya?
I'll pick 5 for 29, Mustafizur Rahman.
Rahman? Is your answer? No, it does not appear in the list.
I guess his
I guess
spelling is
part
RH.
RH maybe. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try. Sorry. No, it's not there. Okay, so let's pass to Abhishek.
Charles Langveld, 18 for 5. Andrew Hall.
Langeveld or Hall?
You go with Hall.
Okay, easier for me to type. Yes, yes, list.
So in this World Cup, I think only 3 bowlers took 5 for all 3 of South Africa.
I think you mentioned this in our quiz episode also, that you were trying to think of who took 5 wickets also. I remember it now. Yeah, so let's go back to Soorya.
5 for 30, Mohammad Amir.
Brilliant answer. It is Mohammad Amir. Yes, 2019 Mohammad Amir, 5 for 30. Last entry on the list, so we are left with 9 names now. I think which road do you want to take on?
5 for 24, Colin Sobuya.
Obuya is your answer. Obuya. Yes, Obuya is there. Colin Sobuya, 5 for 24. If I'm not wrong, it was against Sri Lanka.
So I will go with, I think, the toughest name in this, Kane Maclay, 6 for 39, 1983 World Cup.
Wow.
I'll try the spelling. Yes, I got it correct. Yes, that was the name I was
Trevor Chappell.
thinking that no one will be able to get it.
Trevor Chappell scored 100. Again, Trevor, he scored around 200 something runs in his total career. In this game, only he scored 110.
Wow, wonderful trivia. Soorya, your pick?
Canada 2003 would be John Davison.
John Davison is your answer.
Not John
Let's
Davidson,
try it.
some other guy.
Okay,
don't
it's
remember
not
the name.
Davison. Yes.
Yeah, some other guy.
Okay.
It's con-
Abhishek, Ajinkya's chance.
5 for 21.99. Is it Steve Elworthy?
Elworthy. I'll try. No.
Go
Not Elworthy.
99. Only one name should come in your mind, and it's Lance Lusner.
Yes. Abhishek gets.
Okay, I'm going to try that Canada one again. I was confused between two names. It's a Neil Johnson.
Neil Johnson played for Zimbabwe.
Johnson is from Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Sorry. Okay.
No, there's no Johnson on the list. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll pass to Ajinkya.
Yeah.
Pakistan 2003. Wakar Yunus.
Makar Yunus.
No.
No, there is no Yunus on the list.
Wasim Akram, I guess, in the same game
Yes,
he completed
yes,
500 wickets.
Yes, it is Wasim Akram. That is correct. We are left with last 5 names and we have 2 minutes to go. So back to Soorya. There are a couple of 5 for 21s. There's 5 for 25. There's 5 for 27 and 5 for 29. 2019 World Cup, 1983 World Cup, 79, 96. Take your pick. 2003 is also there.
Richard Hadley, 1983.
It's New Zealand. There should be only one name. Yeah, it is Richard Hadley. We are now left with 4 names.
It's my turn now.
Shakib Al Hasan.
Now Ajinkya's turn.
Shakib Al Hasan.
Yes, who else than Shakib Al Hasan? He deserved the Player of the Tournament award in that World Cup, but didn't get one. So just 3 names now.
I will go with the second toughest name. And that
Yeah.
Alan Hurst, 21 for 5 and the 71 World Cup.
Magnificent. Yeah. Super.
Okay.
1 minute left.
1996 from Zimbabwe. Yeah, take a chance. Heat streak. Have my doubts, but taking a chance again.
Just 3 seconds.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Oh,
heat
my
streak,
turn.
Heat streak.
No, Soorya.
I said
Let
heat
me
streak.
check. I'll just click practice mode when last 10 seconds are remaining and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Shall I say? Or...
Soorya, do you want to give an answer?
I've been saying heat streak. Heat streak.
It's not streak. No, it's not streak. Ajinkya, do you want to take one final guess?
Is it Edo Brandes?
No, not Edo Brandes.
I took 21.
So at this point, I'll try practice mode. Wait, I'll just see if it goes in practice mode. No, it's not good.
Before complete timer,
Yeah,
I want
so
to
you can
finish
give.
that Canada one.
Yeah, give.
That Aston Codrington.
Codrington, yes.
Yeah, 120. They all out, 1 by 60 runs.
Paul Strang. Okay.
Yeah, it was Paul. So yeah, quite a journey, quite a quiz. We were just left with one name. No worries.
Which one was missed out?
Paul Strang was the only one that was
Paul Strang.
left to be answered. Paul Strang.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was quite a thriller in the end, and I guess I don't think we need to declare a winner. You all know
Ken
who.
Mackley and all of that was nuts. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking we'll get all the other names right, and then we'll wait for Mackley or Hirsch, and I'll just then give them away, or we'll run out of timer or something. But Abhishek was just too good with this one.
So, how did you get those answers? Did you watch those matches or have you read about it?
Yeah, obviously I read about it. I can't mention how many times. So since my childhood, it just. Since I was 4 or 5 years old, I started reading these books before my academic books, and I don't even eat without reading a book.
Same. I also have that habit. Yeah. I mean, in fact, before a special lunch or dinner, I'll first choose a good book to read, and then only I'll sit to.
Even if you mention some of the innings, no. So if I remember that those books in Cricket Samrat or Sports Star, I can even tell the page number.
Oh my God!
You must have a lot of collection of those books.
without a
Yeah,
doubt.
at hometown.
Yeah, I should share that someday, Abhishek.
Not me.
Please
One
share
guy, one guy. I just contacted him, talked to him with that Pushkar Push. You
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So he is the one freakish guy. He has almost everything.
Wow.
He has signed. He has signed of Jahangir Khan. You know Jahangir Khan,
Wow.
He's pretty
Yeah.
good
Jahangir
person.
Khan is Imran Khan's.
father of Majid Khan.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Imran Khan is
So-
also related, and they all are related.
So he
Right?
has signed cricket bats of all the India and Pakistan players. He has one ball with one side sign of Shane Warne, one side by Muralidharan.
Wow.
Wow.
Jahangir Khan was in the first ever playing 11 of India's first
Yes,
test
and then
playing
he
11. Jahangir Khan was there.
moved it to Pakistan.
Mhm. Yeah, fantastic. I also got one book the other day. That was a picture book around 1999 World Cup. I'll share those pictures on Twitter. It's really interesting
India World Cup
what
job.
all they used to come up with.
And this is the right time to do it as well.
Nowadays we see nothing here, no hype, nothing. Not even those timetables. And we have our special guest here. Hey, hi Nikhil.
Hello.
Nikhil bhai.
नहीं मेरा पूरा हिस्ट्री रिवाइज हो गया थैंक्स टू यू गाइस एंड जस्ट मोर प्रूफ दैट देयर इज सो मच मोर टू लर्न बट इसने बोला क्विज में आओ मैं बोला आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम इन गेटिंग 2-day टेस्ट मैचेस क्योंकि दैट्स व्हाट वुड हैव हैपेंड विद यू गाइस के जो ऐसे रोल ऑफ टंग जैसे तुमने 6 विकेट लिए तुमने 7 विकेट लिए इट इज एज ऑब्वियस एंड आल्सो विद एनेक्डोट्स सो दैट्स जस्ट ग्रेट टू सी
नहीं भाई मैंने उनको स्टार्टिंग में ही बोला था कि विल बी जॉइंड बाय स्पेशल गेस्ट तो पता ही था
नहीं बट यार हैट्स ऑफ यार इतना सब याद रहना अगेन ऑफ कोर्स वी ऑल रिमेंबर थिंग्स बट जस्ट टू बी एबल टू रिकॉल इट एट दैट वेरी इंस्टेंट इज अ डिफरेंट स्किल तो बिल्कुल वेल डन यार वेल डन
या एनी स्पेशल मेमोरीज आपको कुछ शेयर करना है किसी स्पेल के बारे में व्हिच यू रिमेंबर फ्रॉम दिस लिस्ट ऑफ कोर्स
नहीं इन्होंने जितना बोला उसके बाद पर्सनल स्टोरी के अलावा और कुछ बचा नहीं है मैच के बारे में बात करने
बता
के
दो
नहीं आई थिंक see the biggest or the closest thing is that England New Zealand game the 2015 one crazy even the Australia the fifer in both games the fifer in both innings sorry you had Stark taking one and then you had Trent Bolt taking one so I'm just hoping that we see similar games now because I think with time it's getting harder to take fifers if you see
Correct.
because maybe the level of cricket and in terms of the backups that people have the depth that teams are having it's becoming harder to have still Ajas Patel managed to take 10 so credit to India कि भाई 10 के 10 एक ही जन को दे दिए but hopefully this World Cup also throws a few fivers today we had a great chance with Basdili but let's see
even I think Shane Bond and Andy Bickle is from the same game right
yeah
or 20
no Andy Bickle took against England
I think.
and Shane Bond and Braitley took in the same game.
Shane Bond and Braitley
okay.
Braitley
Shane Bond and Braitley
took last 5 wickets in just 15 balls.
Andy Bickle scored a partnership, played and
Michael
73
Seven,
run partnership. 135
and all
run,
this
then
Bickle wouldn't have even played played that World Cup
Correct.
so it is just maybe science for Ashwin to do something similar who knows
sure
And,
Chennai
Since Nikhil bhai said, hopefully we'll
no,
see
actually,
a fifer in each innings of a game.
funny thing, I just a few days back I posted a thread on Bickle. So many guys, Indian supporters, quoted with that, will Ashwin do the same?
Nikhil bhai mentioned, hopefully we see 2 fifers in a match, one from each innings. It kind of reminded me of something slightly different that happened in that Mohali game between India and Pakistan, where Wahabriya took 5 wickets in one innings, and then the Indian bowlers just split the pie completely, 2 wickets each.
And one more memory I would like to share: 99, the epic game of Australia South Africa. That could be the first game where 2 bowlers from each team could have taken 5 wickets. Donald and Pollock.
Man.
But only 9 wickets fall, and one took 5, and the other one took 4.
That would have been quite unique.
That has happened once in a World Cup game, I guess, in 1975.
No.
in ODI? I don't know the names, but I have
Not
read
in
about
World Cup. Not in World Cup. It happened in the simple match 1977 when Greg Chappell and one more guy.
Is it 77? I don't
77.
remember. I
Wow,
read it
Greg
long back,
Chappell.
but
Yeah, Greg Chappell. Greg Chappell, don't underestimate him, man. He's very.
No Indian fan can underestimate Greg
No
Chappell.
Indian fan. Yeah, exactly.
Beat over the arm or
So
under the arm.
you can add one question for your quiz that if you ask that highest run by any batter in a tournament, most of the people will
Man,
say Sachin. But it is Greg
no,
Chappell.
you shouldn't say it on the stream. No, now they'll all guess it.
yeah.
Backstage.
Okay,
behind the
no worries.
scenes.
Fine. Okay, so yeah, let's end this stream. Thank you for being here. This was our first stream, and yeah, we had lots of fun. We discussed lots of World Cup memories, and thank you all for being here. Whoever watched it, thank you all, and see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Keep threading. Bye bye.